carry. Here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This will be Dalton again. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Larry Fitzgerald from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They dump it off to Lynch, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On play action, it's Brady. And Graham's got it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Brady, and able to find Graham, complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. The connection made. It's Graham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Again, it's Brady. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Lynch. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Here's Brady, and he finds Jimmy Graham, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they're going to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Now a play fake here on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, Dalton. And he fires one incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Dalton off play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fellow's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And he finds McDonald. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Doug Martin, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
To throw is Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, That's how you end up winning it.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Brady going up top. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
380. Dagger.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And now another one thrown incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play action here with Dalton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the handoff, Lynch. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, past the 20, and all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 86 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And now off to the races down the right side. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals.
You just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified about what the future lies, but there's no compromise. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie. Go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap. Tell them break your neck. Go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey. With me now, we running well. Hey. Nobody game, we on the town. Hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here's Travis Coons now ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Glennon. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And partner, nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Play clock winding down. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Larry Fitzgerald, 56 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Emmett now on the counter. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, well, no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taking my...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Steve Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Vance McDonald, 57 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, the log for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Glennon. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Emmett. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me. Headed to
blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring it down to the 23.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one. Right? They kind of rub their nose in it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time, and a new set of downs.
This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much short of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. the touchdown. It's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. They set up the screen to Martin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second.
And be well executed. All it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Dalton off play action. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The first down throw coming for Dalton. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Glennon. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clear.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. Right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now Glennon, and Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol, and the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll run it now with Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And quickly they get to the line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. For those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Play action here with Dalton. He's got a man, complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think that his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well, he's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Dalton sets up play action. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Miami. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's got room. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On the carry, here's Smith. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, here's Emmett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Emmitt Smith taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to
been talking the whole time.
We'll see if they can recoup and recover.
I thought I was talking, but I was doing it.
Ball's free. Collision there, jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Larry Fitzgerald.
And he's certainly not.
But this man be catching everything.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has a focus to how to run in.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more.
Bro, John, you talking about me?
So it goes as a
Let me see.
not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big. I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground.
Come and throw it, bro. Oh, my God. Let me try. Let me just get out the end zone, bro. I got it. Come on, man. But it's 4th down, bro. You might call a timeout and throw it. A fat play, bro. Are you really finna run this, bro? Are you really finna run this? But you're not going, though. Even can tell you. But this man is doing me now,
and
bro.
the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
The
Bro, watch
Seahawks
this.
offense now, they get set to go back
First
to
of
work.
all, you
And
doing
they will
this
simply
big
try
thing.
to
I
be
get
looking
like
to
2 seconds
duplicate
through the ball.
what
I
they did
can't do
last
that.
drive when they were able to push it
I
into
get
the
more
season.
than that.
And they
Run,
hope
they
it'll
run.
be that easy, right? To be able to
Watch this,
take
bro.
exactly
Now he's
what
gonna try
happened
to run it
before,
the whole time.
replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The
Not
tight end
do
Gary
all that.
Barnage, the intended
All that he was
receiver.
just doing is
And now
not
it's
finna
second
happen.
down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play.
not
Able to
gonna
bat
happen
that
no
one
more, bro.
away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run
Don't
him
run
here
into
with
it.
Smith.
Come on, you're not doing
Running room
that.
scarce here. He's
I
going to
have
be
to
stopped in
throw
his
back.
tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Offense trying to avoid stalling
game
out,
over with. I thought
facing
it
a
was
3rd and
third
10. Great play there off the
Showing
end.
the
Question,
little
Charles,
pinch
in a
right there, go back to the
4-3,
spread.
you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. If you heard about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game, well, the deep
Gary
Oh,
Barnage.
he hawked in. He hawked in.
And all the way in, touchdown.
But if I ain't getting the controller, bro, I wouldn't even
Gary
lose.
Barnage, 50 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
Sucks, bro. I don't even
Who
know how I
cares?
lost
Let's
it.
get out of here and
How
do
y'all
something
pick
some
that?
other time. But
90
some teams
days.
like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
This man suck. You saw me trying to scramble, bro. He didn't even run.
Give him 2 yards on the play, and it'll be second
This man
down.
didn't even
Yeah,
run,
he only
bro.
gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Come back, fit you up.
Watch this, bro.
Come back.
Watch this,
It's
bro.
second down. Dalton looking.
Oh, he getting up out of there.
Steps away to his
He getting up.
left.
He getting
And
up out of
they'll
there.
get right at the 30 here.
Come on now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come out in the pistol. It's do or die for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
guys. I lost because somebody else touched the controller. I wasn't gonna lose, but hey.
They can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them.
Oh, they feel like
they continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Trying to kill that nigga, man. Who was that? Was that their coach? Man, show some of my plays instead of theirs. Oh, y'all, look at it, man. This what I was doing to them, bro. Look, man, this what I was doing to them, bro. Look at that. Touchdown. Until you touch the controller.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon
Average
Dawn.
yard per game, bro.
Team on
Come
EA
on, man. I was going to win,
Check
man.
us out at easports.com/Madden.
Until you touch that rattle tattle
We
scatter.
sign off from Miami.
It was acceptable. Alright, man, I'm gone.